All right. It is October 26th, 2020. It is 4:20 p.m., just a little bit past. Out here on the West Coast, Best Coast, where the molehill is located. And you know what we do at 4:20? We take a look at the prices and the news and see how Bitcoin ended up. What are we smoking a little bit though? Over a quick bowl, of course. I mean, why else would we wait till this time of day? Um, Strawberry cough, I believe. A little bit of shatter. So let's get underway. Oh yeah, I should say responsible things like, um, if you're watching this, what are you doing? Who are you? Where did you come from? But mostly just hit like, subscribe, hit like, and do stuff like that because that's good. Um, it'd be sick if people did that. Uh, this is obviously, obviously entertainment and incredibly unprofessional. So don't take any of this for financial advice. I'm a dude learning, and I like to check in once a day, just study a little bit and tell you all, I guess, what I'm seeing or narrate what I'm doing. There's nobody there. There's no y'all. Okay, we start off with we start off with the market caps. Let's see what the changes are in the biggest coins daily. Market cap is the value of the coin multiplied by the number of the coins. So there is 242 billion worth of Bitcoin circulating right now at a price of 13,066, which is up just 0.2% in the last 24 hours. A little bit more sideways as usual. Ethereum down 3%, coming in just under 400. Tether moved into the third position recently. Doesn't change at all. 17 billion market cap behind. This is some big gaps, right? And then we're behind 44. Not too far behind is XRP, just under 25 cents, down 1.5%. Bitcoin Cash, some pretender, down 4%. 4 billion market cap. Binance Coin overtook Chainlink in the last 24 hours. It is up almost 4%. Chainlink is down 2.7. Chainlink is a killer coin. I wouldn't call it down and out for long. 1182 is a good price. Let's see, Litecoin. Yeah, good. Binance Coin is on the way up. That's always good though. If you trade on Binance, pay your bills and pay your trading fees in Binance. That's kind of what that coin's good for. One of the things it's good for. Let's go ahead and look over at our Bitcoin prices. So, what happened in the last 12 hours? What happened in the last 24 hours? I didn't do a morning show as usual. A whole bunch of nothing. A really steady climb for 24 hours. And it peaked around 7 in the morning. Fell off pretty hard. And then recovered. So that only a 0.7 or so percent change. But what happened here? We had about a 3-hour run where we lost 3%. I think that is, honestly, I think that is just kind of a normal buying and selling pattern right now. I don't think there's any news that affected that, especially because as soon as it went significantly below 13, it popped right back up. We've been keeping this bar here for quite some time. Because we're sort of like we're literally bouncing right off of 13,000 there, bouncing right off of it twice. One's right here, so it looks like we're gonna get where we're gonna ride on top of 13 more than we're gonna dip below it. If you ask me, that's the pattern that I tend to notice with the evolution of like a Bitcoin crossing a big psychological barrier. Averaging 13,000 instead of averaging about 11 like it was a couple weeks ago. Let's take a look at the cloud. What does the cloud tell us will happen later today? This is the one I like to use to predict stuff. So I kind of like to get a quick history of what happened in the last little bit. So the last 12 hours, Bitcoin had just broken out of some resistance, and then it crashed right back through some weak support. All the way back down. That's that crash all the way down we talked about. Looked like it had some heavy resistance from that downward slope, but it went back through that pretty fast. And here we are. It bounced off of both the 13K mark and the cloud. So looks like a decent trajectory up. Let's do just a little more detail. Yeah. that's a little bit more like what I always complain about. Like you don't get like these don't tell you as much. But today the actual cloud isn't super indecisive. Uh, it's a little bit more clear than we normally see. All the EMAs are pointing up, so that's good. Yeah, we'll see if it stays above 13. That'd be fun. We'll find out in the morning. Oh man, that is a strong bull. Okay, look at this fancy stuff. I figured out how to highlight. Okay, so Ethereum, Quantstamp, which is a company that like verifies blockchains or something like that, or software, says ETH2 is ready for launch. Will price explode? Ronaldo does not know if the price will explode, but he thinks it probably will, and I think it will too. So the ETH2 contract is coming November 6th. They've been pushing it back, so a hard date that's not really that far away. I mean, 2 Fridays from now. That's okay. Still a little bit believe it when I see it because the nature of this ETH 2.0 thing. It's been a long time coming, but hey, I'll believe it when I see it. Shared through Twitter that Quantstamp completed the audit of this client called Teku. According to the results, it's ready to be launched. It was originally due October 23rd. I mean, it's not an enormous delay. That's 2 weeks from the 23rd. Let's see. One of the expert who has expressed enthusiasm will have... Oh, what will it have on the price? Yeah. Supply shock. Yeah, okay, so a supply shock. I see what he's probably talking about. Because one of the biggest changes with ETH2 is that instead of doing mining with graphics cards, it's going to have proof of stake where you lock up your Ethereum in some kind of contract and you earn newly printed Ethereum for doing so, because your staking is providing the check on the ledger. I'm not an expert on how regular GPU mining works, and I'm especially unsure of how staking works and how that secures a network, compared to GPUs doing actual like hash functions. But maybe I can make a video getting learned on that sometime. So Tether's market cap and crypto dominations. Oh, I should have left that window open, but as we saw, it was the third one, right? Still pretty far behind Ethereum though. One of the biggest reasons it surpassed Ripple was because a huge amount of newly created USDT and a huge amount of transactions up from between last fall to this summer. Oh, and I meant to highlight it, but somewhere in here they explain that this is one of the only cryptos that is backed by real dollars at a 1-to-1 ratio. So when you own Tether coins, it's actually backed by real dollars in an account somewhere, which is good. Oh, there it is. 100% backed by USD to 1-to-1 ratio. It does make it a lot easier to work to trade in the crypto market because you're still moving in and out of the value of US dollars. You're still talking about Bitcoin in terms of $13,000, right? You're still trading mostly in and out of USD, but actual USD is a pain in the ass because it's not a crypto, but USDT is. That way, it's an ERC20, it's an Ethereum token. That means that the trades you're doing in USD Tether are the same value as USD, obviously, but they're faster. They're verified quicker, probably less fees on most any exchange. So that for that reason alone, Tether's blowing up. All the USD stablecoins are useful in that sense, but I think Tether is the only one backed by actual US dollars. Whale alert: crypto user moves $1.1 billion of Bitcoin, second or third biggest transaction in the history of Bitcoin. A single transaction. Let's see. And his fee was $350. Too much, man. Not sure what the move was. I don't know if it didn't really explain if it went to a exchange, so if it looks like he's gonna sell or what. But Yeah, big move right there. Um, there was another article I should have kept open, but it said like whale activity, so that's like any wallets with a lot of Bitcoin in it has been moving towards Ethereum. Um, that's probably based on the news that Ethereum 2 is going to launch any day, so that they want to probably stake there. They want to stake ETH early on and get those. Um, I couldn't find much Filecoin news, but I've been fascinated by it. I've been watching it happen, and I just wanted to come through here to look for how to mine and see anybody explaining mining in a way that I could understand, because the Filecoin mining is still pretty like a little bit advanced for me to understand. So as I'm going through here, I'm finding like we have a lot of pinned content, but once you get to upvoted content, that's a good one. That's a positive story. But this is a negative one. This is a negative one. This is the negative one. Or they don't start off negative, but they start off like, how do I use it? Nobody can actually explain it. It doesn't seem like anyone really knows how to even store Filecoin, which is actually like there's just so many threads about that in the top, however much right there. Um, that's a positive one, but it's about the coin. And I mean, the coin just got released, so yeah, it's going to fluctuate huge until it settles. And of course, there's big money to be made there, but wow, I don't know. Yeah, not great. The subreddit for Filecoin is not a super happy place right now, and I cannot find any information on mining that's not officially their stuff, which is a little too highfalutin. I need it broke down. I need like Bitsby Trippin or Red Panda or someone to build some Filecoin mining rigs so I can see what they do, and then monkey see monkey do about it. I don't know. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. If any of you guys are figuring out Filecoin, let me know. I'm just going to turn to storage because it's a similar idea. I think the hardware requirements are way more reasonable. I don't think I can even afford to build a Filecoin machine, but I can't even rule that out because I can't get the requisite information. So share what you know. Subscribe, like, thumbs up. So thanks. Bye.